Moving on, gun ownership in the U.S. is on the rise. Miguel Marquez reports on how mass shootings and the pandemic have helped stimulate the country's appetite for guns.
Meet Jen and Shelby.
Why can't I get it?
They don't want their last names used. They are friends, colleagues, gun enthusiasts.
What gun or guns do you own now?
I have a Ruger and a Rossi, both rifles.
Both from Long Island, New York City adjacent, both professionals. Jen has her permit but is yet to buy a handgun.
And why do you want to buy a handgun?
I've been wanting to buy one for years. I'm also someone that lives alone for a couple of years now, so probably for safety mostly, but I do enjoy coming to the ranges and shooting.
She's trying them out, seeing which one is the best fit for her. Shelby, like many Americans, made the decision to arm up during the pandemic.
Do you feel safer having a gun?
I do.
Why?
Because I'm not sure the chaos is over, and I just feel like a lot of people have guns, and it would be good to have. I'm a single female. I live on my own, and why not protect myself?
The number of both state and national instant criminal background checks, a check required before one can purchase a gun, and a rough indicator of how many people are either purchasing or possibly being issued a gun permit, surged during the pandemic, from under 30 million to nearly 40 million. Today, in states like New York, officials say there's a backlog of gun permit applications, with more applying every day.
The licensing agencies are inundated with applications. During COVID, the applications quadrupled.
Even in a state like New York, where gun ownership is highly regulated, business at South Shore Sportsman, never better.
40% of my clientele comes from New York City.
From New York City?
Yep.
The 5 boroughs?
Yep.
All 5?
Yep. Staten Island to the Bronx.
And what are they buying?
Handguns if they have a license, like the gentleman that just left, or shotguns.
Right.
By checking
Nothing
the
in the chamber.
For many, the constant headlines about crime drives them to gun ownership. For others, it's the mass shootings and the fear of not having a gun if everyone else does.
What effect do all these shootings and major events have on your business?
In the immediate aftermath, in most states, it would lead to an increase in sales because everybody looks at the news, and although that's a terrible event, they say the same thing. There's going to be a new law.
So there's a rush to get in to
There's
buy a gun.
a rush to get the stuff that they think they're going to lose.
So who out there is buying guns and why? We met a lot of people in the medical profession, retirees, housewives, all of them gun users. And it's not just concerns about the pandemic or about crime that is driving gun sales. It all becomes a bit of a feedback loop. The more they see violence, the more they're concerned they are that everyone else around them is armed, the more they feel they too need a gun. Back to you.
Thank you, Miguel. A Northeastern and Harvard study found that about 7.5 million people bought guns for the first time from January 2019 to April 2021, and about half of those new gun owners were female.